How was the trip in? Because I know last year, if you mentioned UFC, I don't know, there was some kind of stigma attached to UFC. So did you get through customs okay? Or
I just got stopped. They ripped my bag to pieces. Everything, took everything out, supplements, clothes, underwear, everything. It's kind of ridiculous. Other than that, though, it was smooth sailing.
did you break any laws? What were you bringing in? Anything you shouldn't be bringing in?
No, I started feeling guilty, though, after a minute. I was unsure. I was kind of getting a little nervous.
All right, so let's go back to your first experience in UFC. Looking back on it, did you come off the way you wanted to on national TV?
No.
Why not?
I started to. I mean, the whole submitting the guy thing was cool, but then I took a really sharp turn, and it's definitely not the image I want to portray. I look like an idiot running around doing this. So I'm definitely going to try to make up for that. That was totally uncalled for. I could kind of laugh at it now. It's been a little while, but I definitely want to make up for that.
Did you get a rash of crap from anyone, or just kind of notice stuff on the internet, or anyone from UFC come to you and go, listen, you can't really be jubilant about potentially breaking someone's arm?
Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't really say too much to me. Some of the people I know, backstage crew, kind of, hey, Steve, we like you. Next time you might not want to do that type stuff, But it's true, though. I mean, I remember growing up watching UFC, and I seen guys act like that. I disliked them, But yeah, I'll make it up. I'm a good guy, and I'll show everybody that when I win this time, I won't do this and say I wanted to do that, and I should be all right.
But you really can't control yourself. I mean, after a fight, we brought this up a lot that it's an emotional thing. You're coming off a high moment, and sometimes you are going to celebrate. So
yeah, well, It took me a long time to get there, I sacrificed a lot of stuff. So at that moment, it was just an overwhelming feeling of, just accomplishment, and it was just unreal, So I really couldn't control myself at all. I didn't even realize I did anything wrong until my coaches are yelling at me backstage. I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about? That was freaking sweet. And then I watched the tape and realized how dumb I looked. But it was good times though overall, I guess. But I'll make up for it this fight. By vicious, win, whatever, submission, KO, whatever.
And then just walk right out of the cage with your head down.
just drop the microphone. I'm cool, like.
It was kind of bizarre in that fight. As you have an armbar on somebody, and it's starting to get to a bad point. You want to finish it, but dude, tap. Were you thinking that? What is he doing?
Yeah, no, I was extremely blown away. I was like, oh my god, because. Tell you the truth be told, I really have. It may sound messed up. I always thought that would be cool. I grew up watching Frank Mir do it to Tim Sylvia, and it's run through my mind. I could just sit in the hotel room thinking the possibility of what can happen. That one's actually crossed my mind a lot. And as it was happening, I was like, holy crap! Oh my God, that just happened. it wasn't even real, man.
So 22 years old, you can see the youthful exuberance, and you saw it at that for the fight for the troops. Are you one of these guys who would say, this might be a little strong, but MMA saved my life, or it straightened me out? Because you were a problem kid, right? Out in Pahrump, over the hump, because now he's in Vegas, so we're very familiar with Pahrump in Vegas. I've been out there a few times. Not for that reason, though. Not for that. Not for the brothels. Damn it, I just admitted that. But is it one of those things that kind of did straighten you out a little bit? Because from what we've heard, you're a little bit of a punk.
Yeah, well, I wasn't so much a punk. I just wasn't I wasn't shy to turn down a fight. And Pahrum's not a small town. It's got a lot going on, so fighting's definitely an entertaining thing to do, to watch and to be a part of. I'm not going to go all out on a limb and be like, fighting this and fighting that. But I do got to give it its respect. It really did straighten me out. One Kick Nick and my dad had a lot to do with that, too. My dad had talked with One Kick Nick. I moved into his gym, and we had an agreement, no fighting outside the gym.
So when was this? What age are you at? And you're 16 years old. Your dad says, get out, go to this gym, and you went to go live in this guy's gym.
Yes, yeah. It was pretty sweet. I had a little 10-by-10 jail cell, and I lived there for...
Is that pretty sweet, or wasn't it kind of? I was going to say it's kind of big smack in the face there when you're 16 years old.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Then I felt it was pretty hard, but looking back, I would trade everything I have right now just to live back in the old gym, dude. We changed locations now, so there isn't a room now, but I'd give it all. I got a fancy car, I got cool stuff now, and I would trade it all and just live back in that crappy little room again, and just wake up and train all day. It was sweet as hell.
Really? Why is that? Too much pressure now? What's the sweet car? Now you're an adult.
Well, now now you got to wake up and you got to go drive to jiu-jitsu, drive to kickboxing. You got to go home and eat and go home and this and sleep and all that. Back in the day, I used to live in the gym. I used to wake up, eat a bowl of cereal, jiu-jitsu, go take a nap, wake up, kickboxing, eat something, go jiu-jitsu. I trained like 10 times a day, It was sweet. So, yeah, man, looking back, it was great, good times.
Interesting. All right, Luis Kane. Pretty dangerous guy. He's looked good in there against some pretty big-time opponents. I don't know if Sokaju is great, but he handled him pretty easily. So what's your impression? Because not that he's come from nowhere, but, at 205, it's hard to carve out a name. And I think, he may be pretty close, if he gets a win here, to putting himself in a pretty high class. And yet, if you knock him off, which I think by the odds makers would be an upset, that's a real proven ground type fight for you to get a win in.
Yeah. I think it was a good fight for both of us. Luis Kane, he's definitely a tough, durable fighter. I think what he lacks in skill, he makes up with durability. And I've trained for that. I'm not going to go out there and blow my load in the first combo. I'm going to, pick my shots, pepper them, and then, go for the win. But if I win this fight, it's going to be, when I win this fight, it's going to be huge, It's going to, like you said, it's going to be upset. A lot of people in Vegas are going to be winning money. You're welcome.
I want my 10%, right?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Seriously, if you come up to me and tell me you want money off this fight, you better be kicking me down at least dinner or something,
You're like a 2-to-1 dog, so that means a lot of money could be won.
Yeah, no, when I fought Brian Stanley, I was like that. Everybody come up to me, oh, dude, I want so much money on you. I'm like, sweet. You buy me lunch,
Nothing, huh? Not one person bought you anything, huh?
No. It's all right, though. It's all right.
Are you aware of that stuff? Do you, since you're in Vegas, do you pay attention to any of the gambling?
No, I stay as far away from the casinos as I possibly can. I mean, I literally all I do is go home and train. That's about it. And then hang out for about 2 weeks after the fight. That's about it.
So you're not doing appearances at Pure and Body English and all the other clubs. Tao,
I did,
Steve Cantwell night at Tao. No, for $100,000 appearance fee. No,
that'd be sweet.
Yeah,
but
I'll do that, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool. But no, I did a little signing once. I was at twice at Sunset Station, stuff like that. But other than that, I'm a pretty boring guy actually. Just don't really do much.
Well, there you go. He is the man of many broken noses. How many?
Too many to say now. I've cracked this beak quite a few times. See, it makes a pretty cool little noise if you can hear it.
I can hear it. It's
pretty disturbing.
Yeah, a little bit. All right. Hey, good luck in the fight, and good luck on the big stage here. This should be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Thank you guys for having me, and God bless.